What is going on, everyone? Commodore Laz here, bringing to you guys my reaction / review of Jujutsu Kaisen manga chapter 223. Now, the chapter has come out. We are here today to sit down and read the latest installment of Akutami Gege's masterpiece provided to us by the good people over at TCB. Now, I am aware of the fact the chapter was out late last night, but I said to myself, you know what, let me wait until the morning because my time was kind of preoccupied by the fact that I'm playing Tears of the Kingdom. And not to mention, I'm trying to avoid, recording videos like so late in the night and everything. I want to start my day off on the right notes, even if a rattle were to come because of the one-eyed rat author that is Akutami Gege. At least I could be able to get over that with this. Because if it's at nighttime and I read it, well, it's going to be in my nightmares. But regardless, we have nightmares to prepare for because the decisive fight, the decisive battle. I am aware of the title of the chapter from last night, just checking things and stuff to see if the chapter is going to come out. But it's Sukuna versus Gojo. It's going to happen. The fight that we have been waiting since damn near chapter 3, whenever it was talked about, if these two were to go at it, would Gojo Satoru lose? And he said, nah, I would win. But there's so many factors to take into account. Sukuna's still missing one finger. I know people last week were saying because he ate that skull and stuff, maybe that's going to subside and be something that he can use as a placeholder to match up and be even with Gojo. I still personally feel, and again, interpretation's a beautiful thing because you guys can take things into a certain account and provide perspective on how you felt when you were reading it. I can do the same. I still generally feel that last finger that is missing is the key that's going to tip over the scales and put Sukuna over Gojo, which would mean, in my case, I do think Sukuna could beat Gojo. But again, this is Gege's story. He's the only one that can tell us what can happen. But I do need him to explain something what's going on with Yuji, with this whole body swapping thing we saw with Kusakabe. Because if it has to do with the Book of Souls and all that, then narrator-kun, I'm going to need you to go in there and do the Lord's work and provide us some information of exactly what is going on. So, enough talking. Let's get into the chapter. Let's see what awaits us. Because right now, it is time to see what the hell is going on in this man's story. So, chapter 223, the decisive battle in the inhabited demon-infesting Shinjuku. That is a very long name. And I do not think I will be saying that as an arc thing, whatever. So I'm going to say the Battle of Shinjuku. How about that? The Battle of Shinjuku. Let's actually do things like this. All right. This place sure takes me back. Shibuya. What was your sense of time like inside the prison realm? Oh god, are they going right into conversation? The one-on-one with Sukuna draws near, with Gojo on his way to Shibuya. So, the Shibuya remontada. That's the only way I think we can explain it, boy. My god, man, when you look at the debris of everything that's happened since Halloween to right now, man, it's just the fact that this happened right on Christmas Eve too, Okay, so Ichiji right here. Similar to how it feels when work gets hella busy. That's a contradictory feeling when a week passes by in the blink of an eye, and yet you would never ever want to do it again. That's how it felt. I get what you mean. Sounds terrible. I mean, I would think at the very least, he has the SNES in there. He's got the skeletons. You get gritties and whatever. But I guess isn't that that much fun in the worst case scenario. So Gojo had to suffer too. Even though he had his moment in time to kind of maybe 19 days to just relax and stuff at the same time, coming out that damn box, there was no shot he would feel that way. What happened to all the people in B5? This is the epicenter of the Shibuya incidents where the cursed spirits were released. Non-sorcerers all over Tokyo were less likely to survive the closer they were to Shibuya. I do like the fact that the gear that he's rocking, I didn't really take that into account when factoring in these things, but people were saying that how it kind of gives him Toji vibes from the garb that he's wearing, and I'm assuming it's based on when Nayo was a kid, when he saw Toji passing by in the hallway and everything. So yeah, it kind of gives me off those vibes too, but at the same time, it's almost it's similar to Sukuna's in some way, not to an exact T, but you can see some similarities. However, thanks to the remnants of Gojo-san's cursed energy, the spirits never came near B5. And even though I know it's man, I just get the Shibuya stuff just running through my mind from the weekly experience. And it's like, if you were there with me, man, for the weekly experience, that was a special, special time. So like little panels and just things of just seeing certain locations, just like, wow, like what a time ago, eh? Any side effects from Unlimited Void? None. All of them been fully rehabilitated and returned to their normal lives. That's great. Well, it's about time we get started. Yeah, so I remember because the people it was stated before afterwards that they were still kind of going through little things, but now that things have been taken care of, it's like one less thing on his mind, you know, innocent people. Because again, Gojo's basically the savior right now of this world. You know, there's a lot that's going on his plate. So having just even like the common people like in his mind of those that he saved, it's like now that's out the way, he can go and handle business. Okay, so this has to be at least a couple steps prior. Because I remember when last chapter, Gojo was walking down, Gakuganji and Utsuhime were right there and everything. So I'm guessing this is like prior to that? Or they already went upstairs or something? Oh, well, I don't know what. We'll see. Utsuhime, Gramps, Lord Sukuna. The battle was set for today, the 24th. However, as time and the location goes, we don't need to have that stuff set in advance. I already know. Understood. So he's waiting on the other end. Cool. Speak of the devil. And I'm going to just assume that's the sun rising up. I'm just going to assume like what normal people would assume right here and now. The sun is coming up. Because if it's not, I'm scared. I'm scared. I was the one. Oh my God, he told them. Oh boy, let's find out how this was handled. I was the one who killed Iago. So Gakuganji telling Gojo what happened at the very, in the midst of the perfect preparation, stuff that was going on. I see. Why? Why what? Why do none of you curse me for this? No particular reason. I have a pretty good understanding of who you are from the principal. You're the ultimate example of a man just following orders. That's also why I know I can trust you to some extent. Anyway, the only reason the upper brass were even able to order his death was because I got myself sealed up. So I'm in no mood to be pointing fingers. Yeah, man. It's fair. You know what? When you put yourself in his shoes, like, you understand. It's like, it would be so easy for me to be like, yo, I'll just off you right here and now. But if I had not found myself in that situation that got me locked up in the box, I could have prevented it. So at the same time, it's like, if you are to be seen as someone that's going to be pointing the blame at, the blame's going to be on me too for allowing the domino effect, essentially. Even though he probably wasn't aware there were dominoes like that, to the extent that it became to where we are right now. But still, I do like the fact that, like, again, kind of like what we saw with Panda before, not really going after Gakuganji because of what happened, but still saying pandas still feel a way. They have emotion. And awareness, too, is something that's ever Gojo. Now, whether most people would agree with that or not is to be taken into account for themselves. But with Gojo, you definitely can see why he didn't react like that, which shows the maturity, at least on his part, even though he's a sicko. Did the principal have any last words to pass on? And little Panda. He's listening from behind the door. Oh, man. The Munchkin. Like about Panda, for example. He told me that cursed corpses was not some random mutant. There is a way to replicate the process. So old dogs can sometimes learn new tricks. What do you mean? Well, you haven't told anybody that juicy piece of info, have you? The secret behind Panda will be ranked as a special grade information. For the old you, it would have been unthinkable to not report it to the higher-ups. You've changed, haven't you, Gramps? Okay, Gakuganji. Because you know what? I remember the very beginning with the Goodwill Festival. I was kind of in and out of where I feel with you and everything. I I would have to go back and see from those videos, but it does show. It does show, like, if it was the old him, the way he was acting and everything, trying to get Yuji out the paint, he would have provided that info immediately. But now, clarity, seeing things from a different perspective, does wonders in the mind, doesn't it? Maybe if you were at the head of HQ, things would be a bit... Is his head blown up? Oh, his head, yeah, no. That has to be one of the guys from the HQ and stuff, because they were hiding on those portraits and everything. But you see, I don't know if he was shot with something, or like, because you clearly see his blood from the face and everything, or I don't know, he got a psycho knee strike or something. I don't know, maybe they drop a Kenta in this chapter for whatever reason, but still. But yeah, they got murked. Now, was it at the hands of Sukuna and Kenjaku? Which I think is very likely, because I'm pretty sure it was stated during the talk with Kamo, going back to 191, to be precise. I'm pretty sure it was 191 when I was away in Dallas, that he basically was trying to, prevent certain things from happening, because if Kamo gave the information when he needed to the people that he needed to get to, then it would have helped things in the long term. But because that didn't happen, and then eventually Kenjaku took over as the 25th head leader, yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's the result from this. Otherwise, unless this is a recent thing, even though it shows here in the flashback, I'm pretty sure this is from that. Unless told otherwise. Why did you choose to bring me? If it's just to place a barrier, there are many more proficient candidates. That has to be... Bro, listen, man. That boy has been suffering from more than enough, man. He's going to do the sacrifice, going from the talks and stuff with Gojo from back in the day, man. Just get the point, bro. Like, Gojo trusts you. Just simple as that. You seriously don't know. Like, dot. You're the man I trust the most. That's the only reason I need. And they are going to work in the presence as this barrier, seal, madab, whatever it may be, bro. That thing is getting ready. And Gojo is preparing himself, man. I'm just a guy who ran away. No, I didn't even have the courage to do that myself. Somebody else allowed me to run. Even then, the strongest man in the world tells me that he trusts me. There's no way I could let him down. Yeah, See, this is where, again, characters, they play their roles in the ways they need to. A side character is a side character, but they can still have some kind of value that helps out those in the main cast. And Ichiji, he's doing his thing well. He could have dipped, but if the man that is deemed the GOAT of the verse says, I need your help, Tasukete, if that man hits you with the Tasukete, bro, you have to be there, no matter what. I will answer his trust, even if it kills me. All right, man. That is very well done. And Ute... Oh, we about to learn, because I remember... Hold on. Let's get the words out, because I remember in the data book, it was stated in terms of hints. Is it time? Utehime's curse technique. Solo prohibition zone. Any sorcerers of her choosing, including Utehime herself, will have their curse energy reserve and output temporarily enhanced as long as they remain in range. Okay, because I thought I was going to do something with music, because I remember that's the thing that was hinted towards. Okay, so it's basically a temporary level up. Now, my thing is, obviously, when you leave the zone, it probably won't be there. So it's like she's going to have to follow along during the fight to allow Gojo to just go into the next stratosphere or something, or again for herself, then it's different because the range will keep on moving unless it's a planted a marker, a capture the flag kind of thing. Then maybe not. The master of Jujutsu can be said to be the mastery of subtraction. The skill of a sorcerer can be judged based on their ability to omit prerequisites like hand signs or incantations in order to fully activate their technique. However, in these circumstances, Utehime omitted nothing. Incantations, hand signs, dances and the instruments. Yeah, she's getting jiggy with it. Gakuganchi's dropping a beat. Oh no, we're about to go in, man. And look at Gojo, bro, just from a side stance point of view. By using a ritual to channel her curse technique, she was able to achieve 120% of its normal effect. Hold on. Before I even read that, let's get the text box out the way, because it sounds like it's going to be something crazy. The strongest sorcerer in history versus the strongest sorcerer of today. Which of these two will approach the fight as the challenger? It will be all decided by the first decisive strike. 9 points. Polarized light. Crow and Shomyo chant. The gap between within and without. Like, man, Yaku may call this a Kamehameha, but I think there's more to it, bro. This is the true essence of gang signs, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Like Utehime, Gojo does not skip even a single step in bringing out his technique. 200% output. Look at him raise the fist. He is ready to go. Hollow technique. Purple. Now look at him, bro. Look, Sukuna, let's go. And he lets off the bang of all bangs right there, bro. Mike Breen is probably running around screaming bang, lost his headset and everything. And you're just seeing impact, just bang, just blowing up all around the city. And of course, right there, right behind him is Uruume, at the very least for where Sukuna is. But look at the damage, everything. The building coming down from the explosion. Everything's crashing down. Thanks to Ichiji's barrier, Sukuna misread Gojo's opening move. Although he was aware of Gojo's presence, he was not able to sense the immense amount of curse energy that was output until the attack was right in front of him. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, this match is your main event of the evening. And it is a death match. The only way to win is to send your opponent to the sunken place, to the shadow realm, to render him obsolete, to delete him from this world. Fighting on the right-hand corner, hailing from 1,000 years in the distant past of the Heian era, weighing in whenever, residing from wherever, the king of curses, Ryomen Sukuna. The streamer is being thrown into the area, and his opponent fighting out of the left side. He is the reigning and defending world heavyweight champion, the strongest sorcerer of today, the sickest man on planet Earth after midnight. He is the one, the only, Gojo Satoru. When they are throwing every streamer, they are throwing stuff at him, but it doesn't matter because he is the last hope for humanity, the last hope of mankind. We are about to see cinema in action. The peak of all peaks, the zenith. We're about to see real grabs, ladies and gentlemen. Gojo Satoru, Ryomen Sukuna. It is time. We are here, no matter what. And we still have more. We still have more dialogue. Ladies and gentlemen. While they're going to be taking care of making sure, we check for equipment, make sure no foreign objects or whatnot. Let's get the last words out here. It seems you got the wrong idea here. So let me set things straight. You're the challenger here. Milk Campeón, carajo, let's go. Oh, nah, man. Sukuna, it's time, bro. You're gonna have to hold. I'm afraid you're gonna have to hold. I don't care what you got inside of you. Nah, man. For disregard what I said earlier. Give him the other finger. Give him the other one. Do whatever you may be. Boil it, season it, whatever, man. Gojo Satoru is rocking in here with the Billy Graham energy, with the Hulk Hogan energy, with the John Cena energy. My guy is about to go in there and lay the smack down on this man's candy ass. I am ready, man. And look at the agitation on his face. You damned brats. The strongest trickster lands a preemptive strike. That's how we start things, man. That's how we start things. The crowd is going crazy everywhere. Real Graps is about to begin, man. Bro, nah, this right here, this is the stuff that we love to see, man. This is how you know JJK is in that place at that time in the now. Because we're going to see two of the craziest individuals in this series alive right now go at it to decide the fate of the world. It's going to be, I don't know how many chapters, I don't know how many panels, but they are going to go absolutely crazy. And if you are, listen, man, if you know people, it could be your siblings, it could be your parents, your grandparents, your pet didn't catch up to the heat, well, it's time to put that boy or girl on the greatness. Because if they are behind, it is time to catch up. It is time to be here for the main event of all main events. Until we're just told that there's going to be another chapter in the story. Because the true winner later on in the day, I know in my heart who it's going to be. But right now, this is WrestleMania season. Right now, we're going to find out whether Gojo Satoru could finish the story and take care of things here. Otherwise, the Roman Reigns of JJK, he may prevail. He may do so. But the only way we're going to find out is to see those two throw hands and tell us for ourselves. Mickey's may be involved. We know who this author is. The one-eyed rat. He's going to try and do something. He's going to rattle me. I'm preparing myself. You don't think for 223 chapters I haven't prepared myself for the inevitable? Of course. But do we have a lifetime supply of hopium in the back keeping me going? Absolutely. So, look, man. Y'all know the deal is. The fight of all fights. How this is all set up. From letting Ichiji know, I trust you, you're my guy, you got me. Tasukete, he Tasukete. For Utsuhime, the output, all that, just to pull off like a bluff. Still, I expect to see though a little bit more again from her technique and stuff in actual out in battle, aside from what we saw from here. And then the stuff with Gakuganji, I think is really good in terms of character perspective and showing you another side to things. Where if it was old him, he would have gone and turned heel and probably linked up and probably felt the same fate as those in HQ went through at the hands of Kanjaku and them. But he's not. He decided to help out, and this is where we are right now, man. But guys, what an awesome chapter. I don't know if there's any other thing I can say right now other than we're about to see cinema go down in real time, and we will be here no matter what for it. So this was an awesome chapter to begin the fight itself between Gojo and Sukuna. Guys, it's time to place your bets in. Who do you believe is walking away the winner of this fight between Gojo and Sukuna? Does this fight decide the series, or will it decide the next saga, the next phase of the manga? I do feel that could be the very case, because it would be weird to just have it end here and then that's it. You know, because Gege he's a sick man, but there's no way he's that sick. But again, that's where I'm coming from. If you feel otherwise, please go and depth down in the comments below. Any clarifications, input, anything you want to add about the chapter I didn't talk about, let me know down in the comments. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. If you want to be a part of the weekly experience when it comes to my coverage of Jujutsu Kaisen week in, week out. Ain't no better time than right now, and I do not kid about that. This is the time and place to be here for what is to come. And if you want to experience that week in and week out with me, subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell Shandora to stay up to date with everything goes on the channel. With that being said, these championship belts will be residing here long term during this fight, because we're going to have to crown a winner. Either I'm going to have the greatest displeasure or the greatest pleasure crowning whoever walks out of this as the world champion. But all I know right now is that for 223 chapters, my man Gege has yet to betray me. He's rattled me. He's broken my soul. But he hasn't gone up to those levels of being a rat. He has a chance. But if I know there's a knee slide waiting for me, I'll take it. Commodore last signing off. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, take care. Going crazy, yeah, we going crazy.